Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Golden Lap. We are back for race number 2. Today we go off to America. We go to Hopkins Boot. We got 2 American races this season? No, we've got 2 British races. And then 2 Italian races as well. It's a very European heavy season. But look, it starts outside and then it goes into Europe. And it just stays there. So that's an interesting one. Anyway, today we've got to build a part, don't we? Because of course we do. And I think it's going to be... Oh, I don't know. I think it's probably going to be the engine again, just for basic continuity reasons. We upgrade the engine twice, then we upgrade the chassis, and then probably last is going to be the steering. So we'll go with the engine first. Build it and... 3010. So that's a pretty dang good one with a decent reliability as well. So let's say that if that does go to Bregman, his average performance is now 50 plus. And we won't be upgrading we won't be building a new engine part for a little while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a bit of money just getting the reliability and performance of LaRussi's engine just up a little bit. Seasons gone by, I've spent too much on the upgrades, but we're not doing that so much now. And we did get a couple of comments saying, you know, why didn't you look at other crew chief and engineers? I didn't really want to because these guys have got really good traits that I'm a fan of, to be honest. And I think what they did us well last season, they can do us well this season, you know? Oh, look at this. It's Solini. Getting sneaky, trying to sabotage, and getting caught. There you go. They get fined and they lose out. Is it... or what? Is it Inters? Yeah, I think it's Inters. I mean, we can throw them out on just a lap on the softs, just because we may as well. Just to see if they can put in a good lap on the softs before the weather gets worse. But I don't know if it's... I don't really know if it's worth it. It's not really a big deal. LaRousse not being able to focus, that's not helpful at all. Because that's just going to slow down Bregman. Okay, there we go. Nielsen's already gone faster on a set of inters, but the others not really. So that's a banker. You know, that's a marker lap. Well, that's fine. Let's tune up. I'm focusing on the chassis today. And now it is firmly into the inters. So risky. Yeah, kind of paid off. Nice. Okay, so 34 for Bregman's tuning. That wasn't bad at all. We're going to send Bregman out first, leave a bit of a gap, send LaRousse out. There we go. And let's hope that they do keep this open bit of track. Yeah, more or less. Bregman is kind of stuck behind a couple of cars here, but yeah, not the best. Actually, look, goes purple on that last sector. So when the space did open up, Bregman was able to go much faster, but look at that. Nielsen's going to go faster as well. Okay, tuning up again. Okay, cool. 57 now on that chassis. Looking good. Looking pretty good. Send out tune. Okay. Chassis again. Only got to 24 that time. Oh, nice. Okay, that was pretty good. 54 on this one. So that was a little bit better for the LaRousse tuning. And we are currently sitting at 2 and 3. So it's like putting those laps on wasn't the worst idea. Okay, 3 and 4 now. but hopefully we will have Bregman in open track. Yes. LaRousse in open track, but can't focus. Dang it. Dang it, LaRousse. So once again on the third sector, Bregman goes well, but just can't. We need a lap where they are both focused up and really, really doing the right thing before it gets too wet. There we go. Okay, so last attempt for Bregman before we move on to the wet tyres, and the likelihood of us improving our time kind of decreases, I would say, quite significantly. And it's almost the same for LaRousse out here as well. This has got to be your go lap. This has got to be your big lap, because if you don't go now, you may not get another chance to improve on these lap times. Bregman can't focus. LaRousse is stuck behind Divan Bauer in the April car. They've both been released into traffic. But LaRousse has improved and goes up to 5th. Okay, 3rd and 5th is okay. We know the Etzolinis and the Lebrons are still a little bit ahead of us in terms of what they've got available. We've got one more lap. Oh, that's lucky. We've got another lap. Before it gets genuinely too wet to... Oh my goodness, what is going on? I'm getting ones. I'm just repeatedly getting ones. Oh, that was awful. Okay. Sending them out into a gap. Yes, into a gap. Okay, good luck, guys. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Any improvements to be... Oh, get out of town. That frickin' April releasing in front of us again. Bregman doesn't improve. LaRousse won't improve either. But was very close to improving, actually. Look at that. Really, really close. Almost getting... Well, it's a bit of a gap for Morstan, but Holgerson's having a rough one. Okay, tuning up. Oh, come on. We're just not getting anything here. We're really not. There we go. Finally, we get a good one. It's the last possible lap on the Inters. I went with one risky play there, and it did not pay off. We are not getting any form of luck with the dice rolls here today. Okay, everyone's still on the Inters. That's a good sign. No one's gone onto the wets. So that should mean there are still opportunities to improve. LaRousse can't focus. Come on now. I don't think we've had a single positive lap of focus here. So frustrating. And now it must be too... Yeah, it's onto the wets now. It's too wet. So it's all about tuning. There we go. And then instantly it's just corrected again. It's too wet for the Inter, so I'm going to throw on the wets. It doesn't really look like there's much opportunity for... Look at these zeros. Go away. Oh, my word. Absolutely awful. We'll just send them out. We'll do a good lap. We'll try and get them back and then tune up again. But it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5th, which I actually think is an okay performance from us. You know, I think it would have been difficult to match the Etzolinis and the Lebrons anyway. So the fact that we're beating one of each, I think is pretty good. Bregman improving. Wow, Bregman actually improved. A little bit. So the wet type, maybe. One more lap, maybe there is a chance. Look at that. That's got to be because of the track. It can't be anything else, really. A 0 on that last one. Oh my word. That's what I mean. It's been rough out here. Okay, 2 and a 5. We're not going to get golden on either of these because of how bad it's been. Oh, trying our best is just not getting us a lot of points on the old tuning. Wow. Bregman did improve again. He went to a 121.12. Not still like, a second away from Woods, but just contained that third position, and he will start in third, which is really, really good. Really, really good. Okay. Look at that. Johansson and Lovera getting their cars into the top 10. It's actually quite impressive. You've got a Wayland in ninth and a Vernier in 10th. Vernier having a much better season. Okay, so it's going to be a rainy one. How much rain is it going to be? Is it going to be inters? Yeah, it's going to be inters to start. And then it's probably going to be extend those inters until it goes onto the wet. Billy Murray, Team Pope, partied a bit too hard, and Chapman as well. We'll watch LaRousse because then we can see Bregman up ahead. Well, never mind, because LaRousse just got Bregman at turn 1. Wow. Go on, LaRousse. No. Oh, Bregman tried to get him back. Okay, they're going really well. As soon as we hit that red, we're going to calm them down. That's one lap done. Let's calm them down already. And let's open this up. So, Woods managed to get the lead. Who's driving faster here? This next lap will tell us between Bregman and LaRousse. Oh, yellow flag. Johansson's crashed. No, the Vernier. No. Okay, so they're driving at more or less the exact same pace. Look at that. There is 300th of a second between them. But they are a little bit behind Nielsen and Woods, but ahead of Morstan and Maldonado. So while we're in this yellow flag period, the tyres can take a break and it will extend the tyres, hopefully into this period where we'll go straight onto the wet. We are going to have to push at various times, but this has been a pretty solid start. We go from third and fifth to third and fourth. Absolutely brilliant work. And that's actually one of... Who was that? Oh, Maldonado got a puncture, which is helpful because that pushed him all the way down. But Gerardo Silva, or Bregman's in the zone. Or okay, Bregman, let's go by then. Let him go. Let Bregman go, and Bregman try and chase down LaRousse. Oh, sorry, not LaRousse, Nielsen. Okay. But we do remember that that's team orders. We've let Bregman through. So if it comes a chance later on for Bregman to return the favour, we will do just that. At the moment, the gap is built to 5 seconds. Bregman's still in the zone, so I'm going to let him burn the engine, but I'm not going to push the tyres because he's got the stress level up a little bit. Still in the zone. Okay, still going to burn it then. LaRousse can't focus and has lost a position to Holgerson. LaRousse, I need a little bit better from you out here. But I think that was the right call because Bregman is now trying to push on to those 2 cars up ahead. And is once again, look at that, in the zone. Trying to cut the gap. It's at 5.9, 5.2, 5.1, 4.8. The gap is coming down. Cilliers has lost it. Unfortunate for our old driver from last season, but again, fortunate for us. It just extends these intermediate tyres to the point where we can go straight onto the wets. with just a one-stop straight swap. One-stop straight swap. Maybe that's the title of the video. Okay, but what I want to make sure we do is we don't want Bregman pushing immediately after here. So we're going to calm him down straight away. We don't want any kind of crash. Okay, LaRousse is now in the zone, so he can have a go. Try and cut the gap. You're 10 seconds behind. Try and cut that gap. It's not really cutting. Not really. Oh, it is. Oh, no, now it is. Yeah, now it is. Okay, well done. Well done, LaRousse. That's good. That shows that LaRousse is in the game. Bregman may lose this position to Holgersen, but I'm actually not going to worry about it too much, because if we play our strategy well, we may be able to go straight onto the wets and get time back in the pit stops. So I'm not going to panic. Bregman's in the zone, but again, I'm not going to panic. We've got Holgersen behind, and it's kind of more important, I think, to keep Holgersen behind. LaRousse can push to try and catch up to Holgersen. Not for very long, just a lap or maybe even less. Okay, Nielsen's gone onto the wets, I think a little bit early. Never mind, look at that, still making up time. Let's watch Nielsen's next lap. 126.5 was the out lap, I believe. 120. Okay, so it's gotta be real soon. What are the... I think one more lap. Holgersen must go in soon. Hasn't just yet. Bregman's doing a really good job of holding up Henny Holgersen. Okay, I think this might be the time. Yeah. Okay, we're going for it. I don't think these tyres are going to go to the end, so it's okay for us to go for it. Holgersen's coming in as well. There we go. Almost perfect timing on that. However, Holgersen got a quicker stop. Comes out. Oh, wow, that's annoying. Holgersen had a quicker stop, but we didn't have a failure, which is a big point to make. And we wouldn't have been able to take Ezzolini's crew chief anyway, because they finished above us last season. So remember that as well. Right, at the moment, running 4th and 5th. Just looking good. Let's just see if these guys can just run this for a little while. I'm going to check the fuel burn here. It's negative 2.6 and negative 2.2. That's absolutely fine. They're going really well at the minute, just running a really solid race. 4th and 5th. I'm okay with that because you've got one of the Lebrons down in 8th. You've got one of the Chapmans down in 9th. The only problem is the Ezzolinis above us, but the Ezzolinis were deducted how many points? 15 points in that last, because they tried to sabotage. So, oh, LaRousse is in the zone. Okay, a little push, LaRousse. Just a little push. And I keep it calm. There we go. We want to try and keep this 10-second gap we have to Morstan as wide as we possibly can. It's at 12 now, so yeah, looking good over there. Bregman in the zone, okay. A little push for Bregman. Just on this lap. Good work. Okay. Now, the question is there a way for us to get the gap back from Holgersen? I don't really think there is. I think those cars are a little bit too strong for us. But what we will do is, of course, we'll push the engine as soon as we can. So it's at negative 1.3 right now. LaRousse is at negative 0.9, so almost there. A little bit of a push for LaRousse. The gap to Morstan is up to 17 seconds. So we're looking really, really good at where we are, 4th and 5th. Now it's almost a question of, do we try and risk it to catch up to the cars in front when the gap is quite significant, or do we bank what we have, 4th and 5th, take the points, and hope for maybe something to go wrong in front of us, or, some kind of strategic failure from the other teams and the other drivers? It's a difficult one, but at the moment we are looking good. Okay, can we push now? What are we on? We are on negative 0.5, very close. Okay, very close. Slow pit stops around for other cars, doesn't bother us. Other cars are doing 2 stops already. They've already done their 2 stops, so we are completely kind of free here. 4th and 5th, running easy. And our tyres are still pretty strong. And the Ezzolinis running 1 and 2 are yet to stop either of them a second time. So we'll have to see what happens there, because Holgersen is caught up and looks like the win is, there's on a chance for a win here. And Holgersen started way back, so must just have a crazy good car. Okay, Bregman's in the zone, so I'm going to give him a push to the pit stop. It's going to be on the wets. Let's go. And LaRousse, can we burn you to the rest? Yes, we can. And you're also going to pit stop this lap as well. Let's calm you down as you come out of the pits. And 6th and 7th, Maldonado and Morstan are way back. And we've got a big old gap to the cars ahead. So I'm going to burn just to make sure we don't lose any time to those cars behind. Maldonado is only 16 seconds back, but we'll probably have to stop again. But this looks like this is where we're going to finish. 4th and 5th. A pretty solid race, but the Ezzolinis are rapid. There's going to have to be more parts being built, and hopefully we'll catch up. Oh, that's Divan Bauer retiring from 15th. Doesn't affect us. Okay, so Bregman, the gap is at 28 seconds. We're burning. I want to see if that gap does come down at all. It doesn't really look like it's going to, but it might. The big old gap to Nielsen in front, 29 now. Bregman's in the zone, so we're going to give him just a little push. See if that gap does come down. 27, 27.3. Yeah, it is. It's going all right, but it's not. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth pushing and risking a crash, because this season, if anything, the motto is going to have to be just like keep it calm and take the points that are there. Take the points on offer, rather than push, risk it. I mean, look, that gap is coming down now. 22 seconds, 20 seconds, 19.5. LaRousse is in the zone, but 18.4. We often do experience this kind of increase in performance at the end of races because we save our fuel and then burn at the end. It's my go-to tactic, just because, it's where you finish at the end that matters. It's not where you finish at the start. It's not after 10 laps. It's at the end. The gap is now 15.6, 16.0. Okay, kind of leveling out a little bit. No, it's coming down again. 15. 15.2. LaRousse is in the zone. Bregman, 16.0. Can't focus Bregman. Okay. Look, we've still got 7 laps, so there's still a chance, but Bregman not being able to focus is not helpful. 19.0, 18.7. Okay, getting it back a little bit, but imagine if you were able to focus, you'd be flying along. Chasing Nielsen down big time. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. 19.0. I'm not pushing because I'm not risking it this late in the race. We have worked hard for where we are. I do not want Bregman to spin it out and we lose a good chunk of points. It's not worth it. The gap is down to 17 seconds, 18 seconds. And that is more or less where it's going to finish. So, yeah, this is fine. Look, this may actually be a little bit boring. I'm not going to lie. It may be a little bit boring that we're not sending it and trying to compete at the front, risk versus reward. But this early in the season, it's not worth the risk. We've got to build our points tally. We've got to build it up. And, Woods had so many DNFs last year. Who knows if that's going to continue on this year? It may do. It may well happen. And when it does, if and when, I guess, we will be there to pick up the pieces and take a lot more points home. There we go. Good work from both drivers. Fourth and fifth is it's a really solid performance. 22 points taken from this race. Nielsen takes 15. Holgersen with a big win and the golden lap. And Maldonado had to go for the 3-stop, and that lets down LeBron. Let's be honest, it does. And look at that, we take more points than LeBron. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Kind of proven there. We take more points than LeBron. Ezzolini had a negative. You know, they lost 15 points. LaRousse and Bregman running 4th and 5th. Absolutely fine. And Ezzolini with that difference. We're only 8 points behind LeBron. And we're way ahead of Chapman. So I'm happy with that. I am genuinely happy with how they've gone there. So we're going to leave the team standings up for a second. Obviously, look, we want to fight for the Constructors' title, but once again, it seems like a rough ride with Ezzolini just being very, very powerful. We've got to keep building good parts, and kind of over time, we will be able to compete this season. I genuinely think maybe race 6 onwards, maybe race 5 onwards, we will have a car that can compete at the front. But it's not quite there at the moment. So therefore, while it's not quite there at the moment, we've got to play sensibly and we've got to take the points on offer. And that's why we're currently sitting in third, quite comfortable in third, and looking at second just ahead. A genuine opportunity this season if we play our cards right. There we go. So, thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I do hope you like the new thumbnail, because I think it's probably my favourite one yet. It looks really nice to my eye. And I went for the colours, kind of a light blue with the golden lap in a gold. For our loyal driver, George Bregman, the light blue and the gold off of the Argentina flag with the white trim, I think. Or is it the white letters and the black trim? I'm not quite sure. You've got all of the colours of the team and George Bregman in there. So I really like the thumbnail. Let me know if you like it, if it looks good to your eye. Hopefully it does. We are running 4th and 5th in the Drivers' Championship, looking really, really strong so far. Just consistency and taking the points when they're available. That's got to be the mantra. Thank you so much for watching, guys. The Golden Lap videos have really pushed the channel in the right direction. And I'm really thankful for that. Every comment is engagement. Every like is engagement. And I really do. I had a comment on the last video saying, I hope you enjoy making these videos as much as we enjoy watching them. I absolutely love hearing that. That's incredible. And I do love making them. I get stressed trying to do my best, but that's part of the game as well. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.